Welcome to the garden. Today I bring you a few things about owning a greenhouse they don't tell you on the box. These tips will keep you and your neighbors safe as well as your plants. First off, we want to pick a nice setup location that's out of the wind. There are areas of the garden that get more sun, but they're on a slope and in a very windy location. This greenhouse is 6 foot by 6 foot, made of a very lightweight frame and a big airtight plastic sheet over the top. We have it tied to the frame, and the frame is weighed down with rocks and heavy pots, buckets of water. And I've done everything I can to make sure the wind doesn't find its way in through the bottom, stuffing it with leaves and weighing them down. If a strong gust of wind can get underneath the greenhouse, it's going to want to lift the whole thing up, and then it becomes a hazard. So that's really important for the safety of others. And for our safety, whenever I'm working inside the greenhouse, I keep the door open. As much as we would all love our plants to generate the oxygen we need, it's just not enough. People have done experiments in much larger spaces with vastly larger plants, even small trees and shrubs, and the air quality gets really poor really fast. Another little known fact about greenhouses is that they're really good at trapping insects. Especially in summer when things heat up, we have to ventilate these or they'll overheat. And an open door will draw in insects, even larger animals like hummingbirds. Something else to watch out for in the heat is your plants will dry out extremely fast. You want to make sure you have a watering can handy. I even keep one in the greenhouse. You may also want to use deep basins so that you can have a little reservoir. This will keep them cool and well watered even in the hottest days. And the last thing to watch out for is that these plastic greenhouse films can shrink over time. I used to have a couple inches of extra material that I could tuck underneath the frame. Now we have a couple inches of air in between the frame and the bottom of the film. 4 years in, and it's actually still pretty strong. It's beautifully clear, and there are only a few minor holes. They tend to appear on these perforations where the material is actually sewn together. Those create little holes which are just enough for the plastic to tear. Luckily, these are really easy to fix with some tape. I've used Scotch tape and clear packing tape. Both work really well. Some final tips are that these do get dirty. They can get pollen and dust, so it pays to clean them at the end of the year before you pack them away. Remember to set this up somewhere level so that your plants don't slide around. But most importantly, just have fun. I love growing vegetables and flowers in here. It's a great way to start your seedlings, keeps them out of the harshest cold. These can extend your growing season in early spring and late autumn. This 6 foot by 6 foot greenhouse is plenty of space for me. I could probably grow all the vegetables I need just on one side. I even use this side as storage for seeds and empty pots. There's also plenty of space for a little stool and a little table with some experiments. This is a great place to do some planting, so I've got my soil, my seeds, and my watering can all in one place. So I really hope I didn't scare you out of getting a walk-in greenhouse. It's one of the coolest things I've ever bought. I just wanted you to be prepared for those things that they don't tell you on the box. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. That was crazy. Like a dozen deer just came sprinting through the backyard. Oh my gosh. Look at them all. Wow. That was wild. Huh?